your Chief Visionary Officer at Crypto Advice. Can you all hear me? Can I have a feedback?
Very good.
Yeah, the sound is fine. Tom, maybe you can open the chat for a little while so people can also give a quick feedback. Could be a good idea.
The chat is already open.
The chat is already open.
Feedback is good.
Okay, good, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so many things to share with you tonight. So here are the topics for tonight's global update call. We will begin with Crypto Advice updates, and after that continue with the updates from QuickX. And just that you know, there are so many exciting things going on behind the scenes, and there are so many things that I can't tell you about, but I promise you the future will look very bright. And then I will talk about the first official global webinar. And at the end of this session, a small glimpse of or into the future. But I cannot do this webinar on my own, so please welcome my two co-hosts, Mr. Thomas Smits, Marketing Advisor at QuickX, and Carsten Gotowi, a 4-star achiever at Crypto Advice. So once again, welcome to this evening's Crypto Advice Global Update Call.
Thank you so much, Christian, also for your dedicated and hard work after the Dubai event, all the way till like 10 minutes ago. On behalf of the entire team, we really appreciate your work, the hard work from the entire QuickX team. But in that situation today, of course, the Crypto Advice team. And yeah, it's my pleasure to help because together with our main leaders coming all over the world, we are more or less responsible for some of the great announcements which are going to be announced today, whenever it counts for you, for your time zone. And I'm so happy to have Carsten with me. He's a very old friend, not a very old guy, a very old friend for over 20, 25 years, something like that, maybe even longer. He achieved already the 4 stars, close for the 5-star. And together with the entire leadership team, we put some things together, and we are so happy that you guys from Crypto Advice made them available. Quick introduction from my end. I'm turning 50 by next week. Still, I'm looking way younger than all the others. That's the good news to share. I'm in 30 years full-time in network marketing, and just recently, a couple of weeks, or now it's probably even a few months ago, I became appointed as a marketing advisor for QuickX as a kind of bridge between the main project, which is sold over Crypto Advice, the market maker, and the QuickX team and the tech team behind. Carsten, let me hand over to you. Maybe a few words to yourself before we are going right into the presentation.
Yes, thank you very much, Tom. It's already 28 years, I guess. I just counted, but a long time. I'm very glad and very thankful to be here tonight to help out on this update webinar. And I'm 52 years young as well. Now full-time involved in this Crypto Advice adventure. And I would say, let's go and let's rock it.
Absolutely. And you are not 52 as well. You are 52. I am just young 49. I just want to make this very sure because, you know, to be honest, in market making programs, it starts with the age. So Crypto Advice updates. This is the first topic we are going to grab. And guys, this webinar tonight, we already talked to the leaders, will be done in Italian, in Slovenian, in German, in Vietnamese, in Urdu/Hindi, in so many languages, starting already from tonight over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So in case you are not too familiar with English like I do, but I still dare to speak, and we just encourage you to stay with us because the slides will tell you a lot already today, and then you can get a recap of it in your native language in the next hours/days, which is going to be announced in the Telegram channel. So we want to start with news in the back office, and whenever I'm talking to the leaders from Crypto Advice, they said, okay, there are certain things which needs to be improved, which could make our life easier. Carsten, am I right? And the first one is this piece here. Maybe you can catch up on this new feature in the back office?
Yes, we have now on the back office a feature daily business details. So we can see every day on which side in our group we have what kind of turnover. So it's a very helpful tool to see how far I have done for the ongoing incentives, for the smartwatch incentive. So just go to the left side, daily business details. It's a new feature, which is, if I'm not mistaken, live now in the back office. So check after the webinar, you will see this new feature already in.
Exactly. I was checking on my wife's investor account a few minutes ago. If you go to my community, and then you have this pull down menu, and the last point is the daily business details. And what is new as well, it not only shows you the volume, the overall volume for a certain day for side A and side B. No, it is also giving you the details. Let me quickly go one slide ahead. So if you click on a certain volume, what you are going to see is what are the usernames responsible for that certain volume. And you see also the per person volume made by a certain username. So this is what you guys, Carsten, and the entire team was asking again for it in order to really monitor the team and to see where to help and so on and so forth. And we are happy to see that this is live right now. I guess it's quite helpful for your daily business, right?
Absolutely, absolutely right. Controlling is an essential part to see how can I achieve my next goal, my next rank, my next commission, or my next promotion. Absolutely very helpful. Thank you very much that you made this happen.
Cool. Next one is also already live. So a bit of today's webinar is kind of an Apple keynote, when most of the time, if a new product is announced and launched by Apple, it is available in the same day or the next day. You know, we are right back. This is the wording on the Apple Store and on the iTunes Store. And same like this. So there is a new area, which is, let's say, having some test files already uploaded to it. And you can see starting from tomorrow, there is so much to come. But maybe you take over, Carsten, to give a bit an idea of what it means to have a download area always up to date, giving you all the things you need.
Absolutely. I think it's absolutely great and important to have in the back of the direct access to all the actual videos, product flyers, presentations. We don't have to search on YouTube channels here and there or trace it in the Telegram group, which is sometimes a bit difficult. So now we have improved this a lot, and you have all actual presentations, all product facts, all flyers, all tutorial videos, how to do this, how to do that, all collected, freshly made for you and placed in one spot inside the back office. That is absolutely great the way it has been done. And yes, we are improving day by day.
Yeah, that's so true. So I just got the latest information here. Also, this new feature is live. And if I see it right, you have to go to the existing button called Marketing Tool. Before, there was only a choice of several landing pages, capture pages. Now there is a new area called Document Zone. And this is where you find, for example, the latest publications and documents, flyers, PDFs from the Mining Watch, which we just put together. And now starting from tomorrow, you will see all the tutorial videos. For example, our Dennis Loos was doing from Austria / Germany in English, as well as in German, more languages to come. But as Carsten just mentioned, this area will be your knowledge pool, if I put it this way, for presentations in all languages to just make you so flexible and always up to date. And like I said, there's 3 or 2 parts already to be downloaded as of now. And starting from tomorrow, it gets filled up, let's say more or less every day, every week with more stuff. And one point is the presentation. And here I'm very happy that this is teamwork as it needs to be. You know, we have many people doing everyday one-on-one presentations. We have people like you, Carsten, who are traveling all across Europe and probably even abroad, and showing the business. Right now, you are in a big conference and you just get out for doing today's webinar, which I really appreciate. And by all the feedback we got, how the flow has to be. Let me name one guy, especially, which is Mr. Borut Biederman, one of the top leaders from Slovenia, who was so engaged here. And now, with the help of the Crypto Advice global legal team, we have a perfect presentation in place today in English, Carsten. You saw a glimpse of it, and I guess you agree that the flow of it and the number of slides and the ease of explaining it is quite good, right?
It's perfectly done. It looks great, it's a great design. We have the legal background checked up. That is very good and very safe for us. So I'm really looking forward for our first official presentation next week. I have seen some of the slides so far. I'm really happy with that, and well done, good job, well organized, and the flow is really, as I feel, perfect.
Exactly, and what we discussed with the leader is as follows. This presentation will be made public for you and able for you and downloadable for you, let's say by tomorrow. So it's done. It will be shared either tomorrow in this brand new document zone we just talked about, or at least through the official Crypto Advice broadcast Telegram channel. There will be the final slides. You all can, of course, adjust it in a way to say, I like those 3 slides to be shown before because it's better fitting my style on how I present. But the slides itself needs to be the same all over the globe. The personality of each speaker, like Carsten is doing it different than our top leaders from Vietnam, then Torben is doing it, then Gerd from Berlin is doing it, and so on and so forth. You can arrange, but here you have by legal, with all the disclaimers, with a legal opinion behind, everything you need to be safe on producing and safe on presenting the business. So one more time, Carsten, for you to share with the team as well. Tomorrow, it will be either in the back office in the document zone, or at least it will be shared in the Telegram channel, and we will give you the Telegram links during this webinar to make sure you are in, you can take it out. And from that moment, the translation is going to start. So I can speak for my German partners. They will take care to have this done in no time, but I know it will happen in Italian, in Vietnamese, in Slovenian language, in Turkish, in, I have no clue, Norwegian, Ariel, best regards over there. So you will see step by step this final presentation perfectly translated, available for everybody. So there's no more mix-ups in the world that people are going to a certain event, to a certain place, and later responding what those guys were talking about. They gave me totally different information. So we will have a unified message to share, and I'm very proud. For me, even though there are big blockbusters to come tonight, this is one of the best news to share, to have this in place. Thanks, Christian, for making it with your team available. And like I said, now step by step, the translation is going to follow. And we also promised, Christian, the CVO of Crypto Advice, promised in Dubai on stage that there will even be a script. So what we are going to do right now, because just in theory to put a script together, it's probably not the best idea. Always when it comes out of life, being in the practicing and doing our job, then it really starts making sense. So we are happy. And again, it is those two gentlemen, 49 and 52 years young/old, who are doing the very first official global Crypto Advice webinar in English, where I am going to take part about talk about QuickX, about the product, about CN Exchange, as my job being an advisor over there, while Carsten, representing Crypto Advice and the leadership, will take over this part. This will happen next Saturday, very same time like we are now meeting, just one day before. So it is here 8 p.m. Dubai time. And right after, we are putting a schedule together. We have amazing speakers, starting with Dennis being our official, or being the Crypto Advice official keynote speaker, together with all the leaders. So you will see a schedule of live hosted webinars in several languages to really go all in. Carsten, what do you think? This is the way to make it big, right?
That's the way I was looking for since a couple of weeks. So we are now at the point you can roll out really globally with the corporate design, corporate content. Everybody talks the same language, the same content into the presentation. And yes, let's rock it from there. I'm looking forward for next Saturday, and let's make it daily live.
Exactly. This is the plan. There will be also what I heard. Crypto Advice is talking to tool providers to make those webinars even recorded available. But the power is in live, because there's every day something new to share. That's why we are all aiming for a daily webinar, which is going to happen shortly. But this one, which you can reach by the link you can see here, live-webinar.info. There is a registration for you and for your guests. So one more time to make it crystal clear, this is a presentation. For you as partners, you can see how the flow is, how it probably makes most sense to explain the whole story of Crypto Advice, the whole story of QuickX. But make sure to have 2, 5, 10 prospects with you. So not only learning yourself and get an idea for your own presentation, but making some money, making some new partnerships just by making sure to have probably 2 of the best speakers you can find out of the 50 super speaker we have at Crypto Advice, taking care of your prospects this coming up Saturday. More languages will follow also with global schedules, always available for the entire Crypto Advice community, not by single teams. And then next one. And here we have a preview, Carsten. This is, I mean, to be honest, when I saw first time the back office, when my wife decided together with me to put some money into the staking of QCX in March this year, when I stepped into the lifestyle reward section, I thought I'm traveled back in time. This whole section looked a bit like Commodore 64 times. Christian, please be with me and don't be mad on me to say that this is really not the very best quality of showing incredible incentives. And here now, and this will be online also this week, we are expecting it in the next 48 hours, but to be safe during this week, this whole section will look like this, Carsten. And this first time gives a real idea of what's going to happen.
Finally, it looks professional. To be honest, it was really like kindergarten style before. Anybody on Excel can do it in 5 minutes. That was not really the thing I was expecting. So I'm more happy now. It's very professional. The link to download all the information, it's even great. So I'm seeing really big improvements. We're getting better and better, more professional, the way it should be. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, and like I always talk to you in my position as a bridge, you always have to choose. You can have companies doing 1,000 people events, having Shakira on stage, having videos which are really Hollywood style, but having a crappy product or a compensation plan which is not paying out the way it should, or even being scammers. Or you have probably the best product, the best project, and this is what I believe 100% into it. You have with a market maker, Crypto Advice, a company who does everything what needed, even though there are always glitches to come up. It's live, but they do everything it takes, and they make sure that people get their money and that they are there to stay, not for short term. And then I can live, at least for a certain time, with a special back office. But I heard some rumors that there is something to come probably very soon to completely give us a big boom, a big surprise. But this one is already nice. It shows people, and I had a chance once Christian was sending me this file. It really shows you what you're going to get, that you can always choose, or not always, but in most of the positions you can choose if you want to have the gift, which is like you see a car or a MacBook or a smartphone, or you can opt in to get paid in units, even in a higher amount in units, which you get on right away. When it comes to the luxury bonuses like car, villa, or luxury bonus 50K, luxury bonus 100K, people can choose if they want them all at all as units, or if they want to get on a monthly base paid like up to $100,000 extra per month. I mean, I was 30 years in network marketing. To have an incentive which gives me a fixed additional 100K earning per month. This is not too bad, Carsten. Any ideas what to do with it?
Oh, I have a lot of ideas. I will join you and will come to Dubai, that's for sure. So I'm really amazed about such kind of rewards. I have never seen something like that before in such a scale, and it's all reachable. It's just a matter of teamwork. If you really motivate your team, if you support your staff and bring them to the higher ranks, you will be flushed up anyway. So it's really outstanding.
Absolutely. And I know that you are quite close to the car. Wishing you all the best to make it a Christmas present for you and your lovely daughters. What you see here on the screen is what will be put behind this button, download now, because to make it easy, we put on this website just the major informations, and the details on how and what I have to choose or what I can choose in a PDF will be able for download in the same section. Cool. So then, talking about lifestyle rewards, this is, as far as I understood in Crypto Advice, a fixed implemented rewarding system, kind of part of the compensation plan. But then, because of you, Carsten, because of Torben and Michael and all the super leaders, they always approach Crypto Advice to make more, to have temporary special incentives. And right now, there is a CNEX incentive running. How does it look like? Can you give a quick idea what's happening in the field? Do you have from your group or from the leaders you're connected to an idea how it is going on and how many people are already qualified?
Oh, that's very active team right going on. They're really, really focused. They're really pushing and motivating their customers, their investors, the people to join. And it's amazing to see what people do to get a watch. That's really amazing. And this back office really shows you nicely where you stay, what you have achieved, how far you are away from level 1, 2, 3, 4 from the actual commission promotion. And yet it's really great to get something extra free of charge on top of all what we get already. But this kind of thing seems to be really especially motivating. Christmas is soon coming around the corner. Having a couple of watches is great. And yes, they are really active. There are a lot of watches to be distributed within my team. And that's great. Let's get more of such things, please.
Yes, exactly. And I see there's a new feature as well. If you go to achievement in your back office, again, a pull down menu will open, and there's a new feature called Bonanza List. This always gives you an overview, what is running as of now. And as of now, we have those 4-level incentive, which is a Mining Watch Pro, iPhone Pro, and a combination of watch and iPhone. And you can see what it needs to touch one of those levels, or best of it, of course, to reach to the highest one. And if you go after November 5th to the achiever list, then you can see what you finally made happen. And that's the most important information. And maybe you can have a message to the team when it comes to what this 5 days can mean, not only for getting the watch, but when it comes to momentum, when it comes to, we are in the most interesting time for any kind of affiliate or network or market making programs.
It's already taking up the momentum. I can see that everywhere around the corner. We are in very amazing times where cryptocurrency in general is picking up over the world, all over the place. We are coming up with great infrastructure projects supporting this idea. And now this watch is, in my opinion, the best possible and easiest way to bring people into the crypto world who has never touched anything like that before. If you have a person, a fitness club owner or something like that, showing them this kind of watch, he wants to have it immediately, right away. I tried it a couple of times. And people get used to, you do something, you get certainly crypto coins as a gift for burning calories. So very often the people are getting in touch with cryptos the first time in their lives. They will ask, what is this? What's the story behind? It's a really amazing tool to attract new people, new customers, new partners and business friends into the crypto world, and especially with us. So this watch is a genius thing you have done.
I totally agree. I mean, I'm into tech and I want this watch just for all the features and taking videos from roller coasters and stuff like that. But you are right. It is a perfect marketing tool. I see it as a perfect tool. I will make sure that my entire family, starting from my old parents all the way to my 6-year-old daughter, will wear the watch and get asked. And I even produced some gimmicks I will show in the later stage, what I already made, and it works perfectly fine. So besides earning with this watch anything from some cents all the way to a couple of $100 per month, and we will go to this topic later when the QuickX topic will come up, but see it as a marketing approach, as a kind of access marketing, a way that if you are in an elevator or wherever, people start asking you, especially if you are playing around with this watch, or I will give you some trainings here. It's out of this world. And what I learned in my network marketing time is there is a chance to get a $900 or even $1,000 piece free of charge just by doing my job. I will always make it happen because every $1,000 saved is $1,000 earned, right?
Absolutely.
All right. And this is probably what most of you are really looking for. And I'm talking here especially to the Crypto Advice leadership team. They all wanted to know, how does it look like in my team? The back office as of now does not give you this information. But tomorrow, everybody will receive a list, of course, just by usernames and showing the status, which means the leadership can take care to support, to say, hey, Guy, Peter, you are only 2,000 units away from level 2 in your incentive. And Anita, it's only 10,000 to get the phone together with the Pro Watch. So this will happen tomorrow. It will be shared all over the top leadership, 4-star and above, but also in the Telegram group. So we all can see how it looks like. Our own information we have, but we want to see how we can help our team to make them really taking the last 4/5 days to make them, that successful they all deserve, Carsten.
Yes, thanks for that. It's really needed to know where you stay. And that was a difficult thing in the past. You really don't know automatically on the dashboard, where are your people, where are they staying, where can you help? And this is really the first step. And I'm looking forward to see more of such features in the back office so we can really do better support to our great team we have.
Exactly. And now let me switch over to Christian for the next 2 or 3 slides, because this is something you know way better. The first topic is the ICO payout. And let me clarify it one more time, because there are lots of misunderstandings, which probably is due to the fact that the back office is quite big, quite complicated. So we have payouts of CNEX token when it comes to those people who did not stake their token, which they bought during the token sale, during the ICO, which are given out every month, 25%, which means, as you can read here, and Christian, you correct me if I'm wrong, in November 20th is the third allocation of token, and December 20th, all the rest, so 100% are paid out. This is going to happen, correct?
That is correct, Thomas.
And this is what all are waiting for. So you decided to kickstart it right after Wednesday, the instant payout. Can you share a bit about this?
Yes, this is correct. That after the 13th of November, there'll be the weekly payout. So the 50 token flat, there's a 50 token flat rate fee, and 25,000 tokens per week, and later it will increase to 50,000, and later again without a limit. It's of course all depends on the market situation and the price of the token. So that is correct, and the withdrawal request will take less than 30 minutes maximum to get that instant payout.
So let me just double check to make sure we are all on the right page. So whenever I do a payout request for my CNEX reward token, now we are talking about the reward token, not about the ICO token anymore. So if I do it today, if I do it Monday, if I do it Tuesday, if I do it Wednesday, all of those requests will be paid out this Wednesday, correct?
Correct, yes.
And everything happened after this payout goes into the instant mode. So that means on Thursday at 11 a.m., CNEX investor, CNEX customer can say, okay, today, this moment, I need 5,000 CNEX token, which I have in my reward account. And I put the withdraw, and within 30 minutes, he will or she will receive it in the wallet, correct?
Yes, correct, Thomas.
That's really cool. So we can basically use it as a payment tool. So it's not happening only at a certain time at night, which already would be a cool improving. No, it happened really instantly. But like Christian just mentioned, in the beginning, like we have a weekly limit of 25K token, this will stay. So if we take out on Thursday 25,000 token, we can do the next withdrawal the next Thursday. But if we do on Thursday 5,000, and on Saturday another 5,000, so it will be just deducting from the available 25,000 per week. And then later it increases, like we know, from QCX to 50,000. And then depending on the market situation, it will after a while being without any limits. That's so cool. And the other payment and payout option, which is called Bitcoin, any glimpse on what time, what day? You put here November to be safe, I believe, but any forecast here when it will be launched?
Thomas, I would really love to tell you an exact date, but it will be here in November as well, and it will be, I think, sooner than you expect.
Cool. So to wrap it up, CNX token instant withdrawal starting from Wednesday. Every withdrawal request happening before, no matter if you do it on Wednesday afternoon, you will still receive it on Wednesday evening. And then after that, we are live with the instant payout. And same situation will happen for Bitcoin in the month of November itself. Christian, and then you are starting with a new team, and I know Crypto Advice is recruiting like crazy and hiring like crazy. You are going to get more into social media. Maybe some words about that.
Yes, of course. Here right now you see our different social media platforms that we post things on, and we will be very more active on those channels now. The team is almost set up. We are going full speed ahead. It has been some very crazy, I would say, last month with a lot of new employees and a lot of new faces, and things are going really fast at the moment. So you'll see a lot of things going on in the social media in the very near future.
That's cool. And for those who are not doing a screenshot now or even typing, I mean, you can see it's quite easy. It's a Facebook link /cryptoadvice, a Twitter link /cryptoadvice_. You see the Telegram channel, which is just a few weeks old, a pure broadcasting channel. YouTube is a bit difficult to type it now, but we will put this all in the Telegram channels. And I was asking the European team, who now are anyway building around the globe, to also add one more link into it, which you can see. It's telegramteam.quickx.me, where you have, let's say, one channel for both, which means crypto advice updates as well, QuickX and CN Exchange updates, and always posted in English and German. So feel free to join. Again, it's a pure broadcast channel, so no one get disturbed by any crazy people asking not too smart questions or even making crazy vibes over there. And
Thomas, just let me add one thing here. In the next newsletter, of course, I hope that everybody reads the newsletters. I hope really. But we will add all those links at the bottom of the newsletter next time, so you always have those links available for you to click.
Cool, that's very helpful. Yeah, and then there's one last thing, and here we need to be very careful. And I got an idea what's going to happen, and I shared what I heard about this with Carsten, and that's by saying thank you and farewell to Carsten before we are stepping into QuickX updates. And Carsten, without anything to mention, you heard about this surprise, which Crypto Advice called the year-end special or the Christmas special, at least for those who celebrate Christmas, but it doesn't matter. You can celebrate whatever you want, but this is it. I believe when this goes live in, what is it, on Wednesday? 15th, I don't know, should be something like that, 15th midnight. I believe people will go crazy. What is your opinion, Carsten, after getting a quick idea what's going to happen?
I think it's mind-blowing. I think it really push things to the next level and really bring us an unbelievable year-end momentum all over the globe when they get this information soon, hopefully. It's really, really special. I have never, ever expected something like that. So really, stay tuned, be on time on the next webinar. Whenever we are allowed to announce it, it's really, yes, mind-blowing. It's great.
Yeah, and you see there's no boring times in Crypto Advice. You can see, so at 15th, the running CNX change incentive is ending, and we are starting with the next surprise. So stay tuned, guys, as it is mentioned here. Christian, did you already decided if you want to do another update call just for this, or if you do it by a newsletter / by a video announcement? Is there any decision made? Because this is not too long till 15th.
I know. Let's see. There's a lot of things going on, and I promise you, this year-end Christmas special will be so amazing that we will blow out your minds. Let's see what we can do. I promise you, I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. We make sure that all of you guys being with us tonight will have the information in time, which means at least a few minutes before midnight of 15, so you can make full use of it. Carsten, thank you so much for helping out for the Crypto Advice part, and say hello to the team you just left being on this conference. And let me say now hello to the founders of QuickX and of CN Exchange who are with us tonight as well, sharing some updates here. And if you don't mind, I will moderate it a bit because we got so much questions. You got it, Christian, from Crypto Advice. We got it on the QuickX side. So we tried to put them all together into a kind of presentation and showing the latest updates. So one more time, welcome. I don't know whom of you guys is speaking first, but let's say welcome, namaste, Dr. Kšitic and Dr. Weber.
Hello, everyone. I am here going to start with the latest updates of QuickX. Like we said earlier in the video and in the interview that we are going to launch lot of things in this coming quarter. I'll add on few more things to what we said. What we said was that in this quarter, we are going to launch two major things. The first major thing what we are going to launch in the QuickX is the Lightning transactions of Bitcoin, where you will be able to do the micro payments. Right now, if I'm sending $1 in Bitcoin to somebody else, I have to pay almost same amount of fees with it. But with the new feature that we are going to launch, you will be doing the transaction instantly with next to zero cost. And this is going to be live within this year, 2019. Along with that, the main part which we have been talking about, that is the crypto swap, where you will be able to swap your one currency to another currency, will also be live within this year. And in addition to it, there is one major thing which we are working on right now with QuickX, that is the usability of the token. If I give you the complete structure of QuickX protocol, it is entirely a network token, and we have been working on its utility.
Dr. Kšitic, because you are as a tech guy, when you use the word a network token, it sounds probably for most people here on the call that you are talking about a network marketing affiliate token, but you are talking about a tech token, right? Which is providing the networks of the protocol. This is what you are point out, right?
Yes, exactly. I am talking about it as a network token, means the token which is going to be utilized in the QuickX protocol, the network of technology network. This is what I meant.
Yes.
So this is entirely a utility token, and we have been working on utility. But along with that, now our focus is also majorly on usability. And the major reason we have started working on usability is, if I take an example, if somebody is having $1,000 worth QCX tokens and he is paying QCX tokens for the fees, for the swap, I hope he is going to spend his entire life, but he won't be able to spend $1,000 worth tokens because we are charging very low fees here. So our major focus here is also on the usability part now. In the coming slides, definitely there is something really, really big coming up for all the community of QuickX and CNX. We'll discuss in the coming slides.
Yeah, exactly. I know you are so excited because I know what we are going to talk about, but maybe as we build the slides a bit to build people up to come to this highlight and you just take it from scratch from the beginning. May I suggest to go through the slides to have the, how can I say, the thrilling excitement we build up by designing the slides. But I know this is a big deal, but it comes at the very end, Habibi. Please. Let's start.
Yes, but in the end, I have so many good news to share with the whole community. I'm really excited about that.
That's so good to hear. Give us an idea about Seco Genius. You got again awarded because this is the next slide. I hope did you get the slides yourself so I have an idea what the people are going to see right now?
Yes, definitely. Okay, so SecuGenius, which is the main team working on QuickX protocol, recently got featured in 3 magazines. In 2 magazines, SecuGenius has been covered as 10 most trusted cybersecurity companies and 10 most recommended cybersecurity companies of 2019. Not only this, there are 2 more magazines where SecuGenius is going to get published in the coming weeks. That is the Company of the Year award that we have received from 2 different magazines. So overall, around 8 magazines have covered us in 2019 as best security provider company, one of the top security provider companies.
Yeah, congratulations. That's really cool. And for me, this slide is also new. I mean, I'm not an advisor for Seco Genius, and this has a good reason. But wonderful. That's really cool. I just got the information that I have to close my mic when others are speaking, which I'm doing. Mikael, thank you for letting me know. And then we had made this interview because the field was asking, Crypto Advice was approaching us, can you do an interview sharing latest news? And I don't know, gentlemen, if you have an idea what we made with this 30 minutes, quite long interview, because this is really taking the world by storm. You can see we have now subtitles with the help of the team from English, German, Polish, Slovenian, Norwegian, Vietnamese, Turkish. I know Italian is almost done and more to come. But this was really cool. Did you, and this is a personal question, get an idea what's going to happen since this is online and going around the globe? Are you with me?
Dr. Yes, we are with you here. See, definitely this interview was a very powerful interview where I hope all the questions which anybody could ask from us related to the exchange, related to the products that we have built, related to what we are coming up with, every question is being answered, and definitely with the help of the community from all across the globe. Languages, so everybody is having the exact idea that what we are up to and what we are coming up with.
And besides this interview, there are now several press releases which already been sent to the broadcasting channels. Maybe we go ahead here and you have some updates about what's going to happen, what is to be expected live, when, where, and maybe you can talk about what so many people from Crypto Advice ask for, to have a global general press release, which people all over the globe can use even locally with their contacts to magazines, to radio, to television. Would be nice to cover this topic.
Thank you, Tom, for bringing up this topic. I will just tell you before I come up on the QuickX part, I will tell you one more thing, that all these magazines which have covered the SecuGenius in this, like in these last few months, that wasn't the PRs. These were the magazines which covered us because of what we have done in the past, and the PRs for the QuickX are going to be there not only in the crypto magazines or the crypto news channels, that will be on the uh, I would say the normal financial channels as well, where we will be telling people about what products we are coming up with, what are the features of the mining watch. Everything is going to cover. So we are going on a very large scale with the PR, telling people about our coming products so that they should start utilizing the products, whatever we are building.
Yeah, very important information, and it's so important to know that these are not coming to Seco Genius, not paid advertising commercials, that this is awards. And even here we have magazine approaching us to say, hey, give us some input. We heard about QuickX, we like to feature it. That's so cool. And now you are, like I said, you are building up a press release in English, which will be shared with the market makers. So all the people, all the community can make use of it in their region to even use it themselves, right?
Absolutely. We will be sharing the more details as well, like what we have done in the past, as well as what we are coming up with in the future, so that even the press release is whatever we will be keep on doing it. So we will be sharing it with the community so that they can get it done in the regional languages as well. And moreover, we as a like company will be targeting some regional, I would say crypto companies as well, magazines, or the I would say the media channels, so that where we have a community, they should able to read what we are coming up with.
Wonderful. One question we got from time to time from professionals, or let's say from some are quite professional. They're always asking, if I do a check on QuickX or on CN Exchange, I will always check first on this GitHub, where, as far as I understood, like on an open source, people can add things to the source code and help with the programming and take pieces out. But you are more into the private idea, which sometimes people think, oh, this is maybe because there's nothing really behind. And I'm so happy that I heard that we decided now to really go also full power in all kind of social media activities, which you please cover, but also give us an idea why those GitHub input is not really important for us, or especially it's by purpose, not wanted by QuickX to be shared over there.
Okay, I'll share my inputs on this particular part. A very important question. Thanks for asking this question out. We have been working on private gates from very long, and the major reason why we work on private gates is we are working on building the wallets, crypto exchanges, in which people are storing their funds. Right now, if we put our whole source code of wallet on GitHub, and in future, if there is any bug or any flaw comes into the wallet, people's funds can be at risk. I 100% agree that GitHub is a very important part for any project in the crypto company. But I would also like to add on here, this is for the companies who say that, yes, we are building a good product, and to verify that, yes, we are building it, you can check our GitHubs. But in our case, instead of just telling people that, yes, we are building, we simply give them the products live. See, this is what we have built. It is already live. We deliver it to the people. So even it is not even 10 minutes job for us to post the whole code of whatever we have built on GitHub. But what people actually want, they want to see the GitHub repositories with lot of commits into it, or they simply want to use the real products which are built.
I totally agree. This is probably the same story I used in the first crypto advice part, that it is better to have a working product, a working compensation plan, instead of having a stadium event and a 3D artificial intelligent or augmented intelligent back office. So it's better to have the product. So I totally agree.
I would also like to add on one more point here, not to name any, but 95% of the crypto companies who simply showcased their GitHub profiles, their GitHub commits and their GitHub repositories that they're working from last few years, they're still working, and they are not out with any of the product till now. And we are more focused towards simply working and rather than showcasing people what we are working on. And we are not talking about 2021, 2022, 2023 that we are going to come up with something. No, we have already launched our wallets in last month, and we are launching Bitcoin Lightning Network in our wallet and swap within this year itself.
And this makes way more sense. Give us a bit of an idea of what to expect now in the coming days and weeks and months when it comes to social media activities. This is not GitHub. This is just also to help the entire community to read more and more and more in those channels they are used to check when it comes to the latest QuickX informations and updates.
Our social media team was definitely posting their updates, but they were posting the updates on like whenever we had any update for launch. But we have directed our social media teams to be more active on every social media, telling people about every small activity, what is happening, what is going to come, so that the people of the community should be aware that what we are doing, and they should actually see that company is working right now also.
Yeah, this is great. And I'm so happy that one of my first duties make you to decide to have the main channel converting into a clean broadcasting channel, while same time the users can approach by a brand new ticket system, which is going to be launched soon, by other channels, their daily needs, but to make sure that the real investors, the real interesting people will have a channel getting all the news, just unfiltered and without interruption of crazy inputs. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, definitely this is going to happen. The main Telegram channel is going to be a complete broadcasting channel where we will be updating people about the recent updates along with the social media here too. However, if there are certain challenges anybody is facing, there will be contact details given of the company officials where people can directly reach to them via emails and via personal contacts.
That's great. And I heard there's even a new, very sophisticated ticket/support/knowledge base system in the building, which is coming up in the next few months, right?
Yes, definitely. I think we should take this to the last slide because a lot of things are happening at the back end, which we need to share with the people. And very, very exciting news are going to come. I'm pretty sure people will be excited to know about those parts.
Wonderful. So the mining watch, and we receive so many questions, but those questions are so positive. You know, sometimes people are asking things always with a negative perspective, but here people are just too excited. They can't wait, and I'm one of them, to have a hand on, to have the watch on my hand, on my wrist. So we put several things together about the mining watch. Let me start before we going into shipping details with the first new, how can I say, documentations. Two of them, guys, they are already being shared throughout the Telegram channels as well through the Crypto Advice newsletter, as far as I know, which is the specifications of both watches. So really, because like Carsten mentioned in the beginning, there are major Premier League, First Division soccer teams being interested, sports studios, and so many communities who see very much value for having this watch. What we now put together is a flyer. We call it in German a flyer, which is like a one-page PDF, which will be made available for you again tomorrow, at least by Telegram, most probably in your Crypto Advice back office as well. This flyer, which you can see on the left-hand side, is also giving the main specifications, the prices, which all the Crypto Advice market making people can use by showcasing, hey, we can give it out even a bit cheaper, but also with some questions. And we put it in a way of an FAQ instead of making a huge marketing text. And I want to really to share it with you. By the way, on the bottom, you have a kind of stamp field, which you can edit in the PDF. You can put your link, your telephone number, whatever, and you can share it by email. You can share it even printed when you are, for example, working out in the gym. And let me share this input here, and I hope my eyes are working well. So The text is saying get rewarded in cryptocurrencies when you work out or just being active. This is not a dream, but reality with the QuickX mining watch. And then in case it is too small on your screen, let me just read it for you. So this mining application makes the deal. I mean, there are Apple watches, which I love a lot, but they are not earning for me money. So what makes us unique, which makes us being the first in the world, and always to be the first, is something everybody else has to measure, who's going to copycat our idea, which probably will happen in the future. So the mining application is what it is all about. And here we put the questions which we got most of the time. The first question is this smartwatch really mining cryptocurrencies? And the answer is, of course, no. We use this branding, this wording just for marketing reasons, as many people heard about the wording mining of coins before. In our case, we are actually giving out airdropped token and coins to the users based on their healthy lifestyle. So there is no problem. That's not a wrong information. It is the first mining watch, because if you talk about the first airdropping watch, 99%, 99.999% of the world's population has no clue what they're talking about, but probably 5, 10, 15% have heard about Bitcoin, have heard about mining. That's why we use this wording, but to make it very clear, it's about airdropping, giving token based on your calories burned, based on your activities. Next question, how long does this work mine or airdropping token for me? The answer, every new watch has this feature in place for 2 years. Payout is happening every single month. After 2 years, the user can decide to either subscribe for another year of airdropping, or, which probably makes more sense, purchase the later version, the new version, the Series 2. I already heard one new feature which is going to happen, which is 2 cameras inside, so you can have your selfie same time by pointing on a roller coaster the way you are going on the ride, okay? Next question, which token, which coins I can earn with the watch? Answer, we are giving out Bitcoins, Ethereum, QCX, CNEX, and other ERC20 token. Very important to know, only listed tokens, which means only available tokens on the market, which you can cash out on the exchange every day once you get it. So this is not a Kickstarter watch of trying to help some projects to get alive. It's only listed, traded token. And last question, most important one probably, how much token, coins, or USD value I can expect to get every month? And the answer, we have kept a certain budget aside to be given out to the entire mining watch community every month. Let's call it marketing budget, okay? On top of this, there are fixed assigned numbers of airdrop token coming from QCX and CNEX, as mentioned in their white papers, which will be shared to the watch users. So if you check out those white papers, you will see there's always some token reserved for certain marketing, for certain strategies, market making strategies, or airdrop token itself. And last not least, we are checking regularly for interesting projects in the market and add those tokens to be paid out as well on top, okay? So the personal earning is depending on certain factors. First, the overall budget as mentioned before. Second, the personal calories burned by every single user. And third, the token value on the market today and in the future. Very easy example. If over a year, just let's say as an example, and don't take those numbers for granted, let's say over a year, because I'm very active, I'm earning 0.1 Bitcoin. And this 0.1 Bitcoin as of now is probably $800. But maybe 2 years down the road, this 0.1 Bitcoin is representing $8,000, $20,000 because of the increasing of the price. So this also we have to keep in mind. This means people who are working out more than others will earn way more than others not using the watch every day. On top, and this is very interesting to hear, and I can see clearly, we will have Instagram channels about #miningwatch or QuickX Mining Watch, showcasing who is doing best. On top, we will extra reward the weeks and months best ones, which means who have burned out most calories in the past months, for example. And on top also the one who is breaking the all-time high record. So let's say there is a calorie, and I don't know about calories. If you know me, I'm not in best shape as of now. So let's say the number one has burned 10,000 calories within a month, and maybe this number makes no sense, so just take it as an example. And after 8 months, there's one guy like me who is now changing my lifestyle, and I make 10,105 calories. So for beating the all-time high, the all-time record will also give you several $100s of extra payment, which means putting all this together gives the user of this watch a chance to earn anything from few cents. If you don't take it, you will not make anything. If you don't wear it, if you don't work out, up to several $100 worth of token per month. I think this makes the project, the idea, very much clear. And I like the flyer, not only most of it is done from my end. It is available for you, like I said, by tomorrow, and then we can send it out and make really action. And before I'm going to showcase you the latest video, which was produced by Crypto Advice and QuickX in cooperation, let me just ask Dr. Kšitic, Dr. Webhoff, before we going into shipping details, anything to add from your idea? Or let's say, what I would love to know, how on earth you came to the idea to produce a watch which is mining / airdropping token. Who had this idea? Who was it? The younger one or the older one? Let me ask.
Okay, so I had this idea, Tom, to make the community much healthier as well as the wealthier, right? So, and moreover, we wanted to keep it very, very interesting for the community, not like a very boring, mining / airdrop kind of thing. So we decided that, there will be a regular competitions. We will be doing it to engage the community. Like you said, the one who burnt the maximum calories will be awarded with more tokens / bitcoins, right? So that's something which we will be keep on doing it, and moreover that will keep the community more and more go and work out so that they can earn more. That's what we are going to do with this. That's what we have plans in the coming months. And for the shipping parts and everything, the
let's make
QuickX website as well.
We have a certain slide for the shipping. Just I really love to hear your idea, because this is how it works today. There's a wording called gamification, which means making customers on a playful way engaged in the community. And if we do it smart, and I know we will do it smart, we will have Facebook and Instagram pages, we will have our own hashtags, and we will build a community around the watch, which always gets the information about QCX, CNEX, QCX, CNEX, because you are the inventors. That is such a smart idea, Dr. Webhoff. Kšitic, we have to say the younger one made the better job in that case. Just kidding. It's really cool. And before, like I said, we talk about shipping, which already many people want to know. We have a new video. And this video is now really made like a sales video. By purpose, we used the same music. We used the same kind of clips. But we changed the wording to make it now a very powerful sales tool for you. And each and every one of the QuickX, as well the Crypto Advice community, can use it by YouTube on your own channel. You can use it in your own landing pages. It will be provided in landing page systems such as the Autopilot. And you can be just creative. And we made a test before, and broadcasting this 1 minute and 20 seconds video over this channel is working quite fine. So let's have a look how it looks like. I will start it and then I get back to you guys. So here we are, and wait, I have to go back all the way. Oh, this is a countdown. Sorry for that. Countdown I can kill. Here we are. So I put myself on mute, and here we are. So I had to wait a moment because there's always a delay between the broadcasting, and I don't know if you have a chat open, but I got already some WhatsApp people of asking me, send me the text of this video, I will do the subtitles, and I guess this is a good idea. What do you think, Webpath? Shall we also do this on a certain channel with all the subtitles, because it's really powerful? Are you still with us, gentlemen?
Absolutely, we can do that because we have a like global that we should. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, so I was saying that that's very important for us to, whatever content we are producing, that should go in many languages, because we have a very, very huge global community, and to make them understand everything. So this video will be also into other languages.
Cool. Christian, let me just, I hope you are still with us. Can you send us the text as a text edit file so we can start doing the translation? This takes way longer, lesser time than the interview, so we can have this one done.
I will get someone to send it to you, yes.
Tom, we lost you. Hello.
Are you speaking, Tom? I cannot hear you too.
It seems Tom lost the connection. I think he is back in a few seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back. I guess my computer just made a big mistake. Can you hear me now again?
No problem. We are live, but you lost the connection and now you can share your screen again.
Yes, sorry for that. I just saw it. It's my VPN connection which made the problem. I hope the recording, we have to put together somehow.
We have the recording.
Okay, perfect. Then we just cut it. So let me see, let me know if the new screen is visible there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. My last question was to Christian. Can we get the text file? Maybe you already answered, I just didn't get it to make the translation.
Yes, I will get the person to that made it. I'll get the person to send it to you. Yes, of course.
Okay, wonderful. What you can see here on the screen that I just made yesterday, yesterday, I made one little shirt for my little one, like mining Bitcoin for daddy with my QuickX mining watch, and I made a 5XL version. The more you burn, the more you earn. And just by producing it in a big store, people start asking, and I have so many telephone numbers, so you can just be very, very creative. And we all can't wait to get it. So now finally back to you, Webpath. Shipping updates, please.
For the shipping part, and as well as the order from the QuickX website, where people will be able to buy the QuickX watch using the QCX token, is going to happen in this month itself.
Okay, can you give a little bit more detail? So we will have the QuickX website for purchasing using QCX or CNEX 1. Or it's only QCX, right? What token are accepted to buy the watch from the QuickX shop?
Like we said in the last webinar, that there will be a separate website where people will be able to buy the watch using only the QCX tokens. And using they don't have to pay any shipping charges or anything, just the QCX tokens, and they can get the watch. And that is the website is going to be live in this month itself.
When you tell about this month, it's the 10th. I mean, when are you going to plan the shipping? I mean, the website needs to be live in order to enter some shipping details. Is there any forecast you can do with a couple of days, or when you expect that the QCX people can buy?
We are expecting to ship in the last week of November, and we are expecting that in the next week they will be able to order from the website. So next week they can order from the website using the tokens, and the last week of the November we will be start shipping the watches.
Do you know, Webhav, if this counts the same way for your market makers, which means those who purchased the watch in Crypto Advice, or those who qualified until 15th of November for the watch, when are they able to enter their shipping address and pay for the shipping fee to get it also shipped by end of November? Do you know this? Are you in touch with the guys over there?
I believe that is going to happen in this coming week itself, and once they will be doing that, so we will be start processing the shipping in the last week. But the people who are qualifying with the market makers, which we came to know that they will be able to do it in the coming week. All these details, their shipping address, their mailing address, everything.
Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I think that's it. So when it happens in the last week of November, I heard there are facility centers, logistic centers in Europe as well in Asia to make sure that all people will receive it before Christmas in the kind of beginning of December. Can we say it this way to be safe?
Right.
Okay, cool. So the next slide, I'm not sure, Dr. Kšitic, you were already talking about the QuickX protocol updates, which is Swap, which is Lightning, and so on. Do you want to add something on it now when the slide is here, or is this already covered and we go ahead with the QCX token itself?
Yes, I hope it is already covered. In the excitement, I told people that what all we are going to come up in this. However, I will like to add on one additional point, which I did not tell it earlier. We planned to launch the QuickX protocol for Swap, where we use QCX token as a fees in Q1 2020, but we are targeting, we should do it by this year end. The deadline is definitely the next year first quarter, but our target is to complete this thing also by 2019 itself, so that people are doing the crypto swap within the wallet and they are paying the fees with QCX tokens.
Wow, this is a really amazing news. So just let me wrap it up to make sure I got it, and then probably most of the people got it. So the goal and the commitment was to have both features being live this year, but to start using the protocol / the QCX token as gas, like I need Ether if I want to send ERC20 token. This was for the roadmap plan for the first quarter next year. But the new goal is, the new aim is to make also this part being live during or till end of this year. Is it correct?
Yes, it is correct. The team is doing the testings on this part. And before making it live, the final testings are happening. If everything goes well, then yes, 2019, people will be able to use their QCX token as a fees, as a gas to do any transactions.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Quickly, let's touch the QCX token. This is really, I mean, we are in a decentralized world, and I have so many people being in touch with me, waiting for the token price to reach to 0.001 cent due to the scenario happened in India and in other countries. But the funny thing is now, even without market makers being active, the price is sometimes increasing by 50% over 24 or 48 hours. So you as a professional, can you give us your point of view on what's going to happen? Are we now really accepted by the open communities, not related to market making, or what is your forecast or your point of view to this topic?
Okay, so my point of view to this topic is definitely QuickX has a global community, not only through the market makers, but apart from the market makers, we have an organic global community too, because we have represented QuickX as a project in the multiple conferences. We interacted with people, we told them what our vision is, and as soon as we are reaching close to our goal, more and more people have started accepting that yes, we are going to be a successful project, and we have been successful in completing all the things mentioned in the roadmap. However, we know, like I said, that we have been focusing a lot on the utility of the QCX tokens. But this is the time, apart from the utility of the QCX tokens, we are also focusing on the usability of the tokens too. So that more and more QCX tokens can be utilized, can be used in the ecosystem. Along with that, we are
Wait,
going.
there's a last slide. It's so hard. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I'm from the field. I always have to bring myself down when I'm so excited. But there's two more slides, and then
I was saying something else now. I was saying that we are going very aggressive in the way of marketing and reaching more people and telling them about QuickX. Like Vaibhav told about the PR activities that are being planned. So the main agenda of having all these things in place is to let more and more people join the community and let them know that what exactly we are building, so that the QCX token usability can be increased. I was saying that. I know
okay.
that there is a nice slide, so I was taking in this direction.
Okay. You prepare for the last slide. I got it. Give us a sentence to the crypto debit card. We know all the challenges. We know the history. We had a card alive, working very well. I still have my one. Still, people are so much into it, and I know you're working day and night to get either a country or continent, regional-wise solution, even before a global one. Give us just the 1-2 sentences what to expect, or what you expect yourself, because here we are dealing with suppliers.
Okay. See, when we talk about the crypto debit cards, we are a blockchain company, and for getting the fiat factor involved with the crypto factors, we need to take the support from the third parties, from the vendors who are already having payment licenses and can process crypto to fiat via cards. We are definitely in final stages of getting the deals closed in getting the cards. We do not want that we should launch the cards and after a few weeks the card is not working or there is some problem with the vendor. So we do not want that. We are looking up for a robust solution which we can give to the people and which is going to be lasting. Like I said in the webinar too, I'm telling it to the community right now also, that you can definitely expect cards in 2020, not to give the exact deadline because they take a lot of time to do the due diligence, which is already in process right now. You can expect the cards zone wise, country wise, before we finally get the global cards.
Fair enough, makes sense. So there are 2 more slides, ladies and gentlemen. So the powerful webinar is about to come to an end with a big boom. But before we are there, CN Exchange, latest news. So the roadmap is showing something like a test net beta version in this quarter, and then starting in first quarter next year. What is the situation from the tech team being responsible for this project as of now?
Okay, so here I would say that we did not do what we are saying in the roadmap. In the roadmap, we said that we will come up with a beta version, then we will come up with the live version of the website, the complete fully functional exchange. Here we did not adhere to the roadmap, but we are directly launching our complete exchange by Q1 2020. So these deadlines are freezed and people will see a fully functional, operational, a very exciting, great, superb, with a brilliant user interface exchange in Q1 2020.
That's wonderful. And we see some activities now with CoinTiger. Can you give a glimpse of what to expect during this year when it comes to a second or to a third exchange? You shared with me this will be really big guys who are coming into the field. What are the last information you can share here with the team?
We are already in talks with few exchanges and we are at the final stages. And I'm hoping that very soon we are going to announce more exchanges. And this time we want that what we have faced with the QuickX in terms of the coin market cap, this should not happen. So we were quite cautious from a very, I would say from a very starting, that okay, we are very selective about choosing the exchanges. Now we have like started choosing a very good exchanges who are very much willing to list the CNEX token, and we are going to be listed there. And we are once we get the final approvals and everything, we will announce it to the whole community.
But to be expected within this year itself, Vaibhav?
Absolutely, within this year itself, we are going to be on the more exchanges.
That's cool. That's so cool. And the slide before the final slide, let me cover it, because this is what I like so much, and the feedback I'm getting is truly good. And you will understand the idea even better once the 15th of November comes and we announce the Christmas package. I call it here a win-win-win scenario. What does it mean? You know, my first experience with Bitcoin was like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember. I was just buying some. They were less than $600. And then I was selling them when they reached 2 years ago, 15,000. So I missed, unfortunately, the 20,000 point. This was always based on what is the token price, what is the coin price, where it goes, can I keep them there, can I wait, and so on and so on. And I believe this will never change. This volatility, you know, I'm always bad in this word, the way of changing the price up and down. Help me, guys. What is it? Volatility.
It's volatility.
The volatility. This will never change. I believe with the CN exchange and the CNEX token, we will see this volatility only in a way up, in my understanding, because an exchange always makes money. We have examples, look at Binance and stuff like that. But guys, even though we will never change this situation, and you never know what's going to happen in the several marketplaces and regulations to come and not to come, nobody really has this crystal ball and can forecast it 100% safe. We have two situations which are so strong. One is coming from our market maker, Crypto Advice, giving us this huge monthly reward. No matter what's going to happen on the market price, this is going to get paid on, as of now, a 3-cent threshold price. This is cool. This will make up for anything what's going to happen, most probably. But what I understood, and my best friends who are not any way in network or somehow some kind of business related, but just friends here in Dubai as well in Germany, when they understood that by owning 100,000 token, which does not bring me into a situation that I don't know how to pay for my food the next day. Right now, it is probably $3,000 something dollars in order to own 100,000 token. And this, once the exchange goes live and few months down the road, once they really take off and the volume and the trading volume is going to happen, this only pays me similar to like being a shareholder from Apple shares or from Siemens or from other big companies who are from time to time giving out those dividends, which means I just hold my token / my shares, and the company, based on their results, is paying dividends. And this does not matter what the share price is as of now. This is coming always. And this is a scenario, once we all understand that we have the power, the first win of having a token which has the chance to go up quite high. Secondly, a market maker offering a staking until end of March next year, as of now, where we can make so big interest percentage rewards on it every single day, which makes every banker just crazy. But mostly, and this is a third win, having 100,000 token gives me fixed this monthly reward. And if I understand this, and if I'm aiming to be even on the top 50 list to get a way higher monthly return, this is absolutely insane. And if we understand this scenario where we are, and if we compare then with everything out there, the super traders giving this insane of returns until their scam pyramid is breaking together. When we understand the power of a serious product, a serious token, a legal one, then I guess we are more than fine. And this fits perfectly to the last slide when Dr. Kšitic already announced we are doing more. We have not only the utility, but there is a usability. And now I'm quiet and I give over the word to you. And I want to have all your excitement about this glimpse of the future people can expect being with QuickX.
Okay. So the usability which I have been speaking in the whole presentation is the usability of the token, a great, brilliant, wonderful marketplace that our team is bringing up. And we plan to launch this marketplace in Q1 2020. So in 2020, we are coming up with a marketplace. We are coming up with an exchange where people can take the benefits of the exchange partner program, and definitely, like you said, get the dividends. And the main idea was exactly like this. We see projects growing from small to very big, but what exactly is the profit, what exactly is the benefit being given to the community? So this was the main reason we come up with the community centric exchange, CN exchange, which is going to get live on Q1 2020, so people can get benefit of it. Along with that, the token holders of QuickX and CNX will be able to use their tokens in a complete QuickX marketplace for everything what they want to do in their entire life. So this is going to be a part of their ecosystem. Whatever people want to do in their day-to-day life, they can use their tokens in this marketplace and can get what exactly they want to do in their daily lives.
This is so outstanding. And I remember when you first time shared it with me, I was only asking, do you have this money? Do you have this team? And you proved already in this short time that you are more than willing to do it. And without going into further details, because we want to become more like this Apple company to showcase things which are there, I believe the message is there. We have the utility. This was what we was committing to the QuickX community. But now working that soon on the usability of both tokens, this is just out of this world. And let everybody just made up their mind, get into imagination what it really means, what kind of cooperations are coming along with it when people see what's going to happen here on a global scale. And if you don't mind, I believe this project will have our friends from India, China, and all those other countries, even as part of a market-making program, back on track. Am I right?
Absolutely, because even though, like, I will tell one thing, that when we started the QuickX, India was the first community who believed in us, and due to some, I would say, the uncertainties because of the regularities, we were not able to work in the India, and our products, we are not able to ship our products to India. But with this marketplace, we will be tapping the Indian market, and as well as the other countries as well, where we had the restrictions earlier, to the Indian community as well as the other communities where QuickX was not active or non-operational.
That's so powerful. I mean, we are talking about roughly 30% of the world's population, which now can become a part again. And this is very good news and a very good end for tonight's webinar. I really appreciate all of you. It took a little while longer. I was expecting 1 hour. It took now 90 minutes due to the technical issues as well. But you see, since Dubai, what was announced from Crypto Advice as well from QuickX is happening, and probably more than we all expected. And it goes like that on and on. There's roughly 4 more days when we are going to announce a Christmas package, which is a Christmas surprise, which will make your mind blowing. Now, talking on behalf of Christian and on behalf of the leaders of Crypto Advice, make sure the next 4 days to have your Christmas present in place free of charge by reaching level 4 of the incentive. Tomorrow we'll have the names and we can perfectly help our teams to grow and to reach to the next level. We will do this webinar in Italian, Slovenian, German, Vietnamese, and other languages now very soon to make sure everybody gets this information. we will have the first live webinar with the new slides, which are available for you by tomorrow, on this coming up Saturday on a professional scale. So you can record it and you can learn yourself how to present yourself on one-on-ones or two-on-ones presentations and stuff like that. The same will happen in German and again in so many languages to come. Then I know there are 2 more surprises coming up before end of this year. So there will be lots of newsletters, more calls to come. And I'm so excited. One more time, Dr. Kšitic, Dr. Webhoff, thanks for having me aboard. It's really not boring since I met you. It's a totally new world. Thanks, Christian,